Hello and welcome to this video where I'm going to show you my creative planner setups and how I like to stay organized using creativity as a guide. So let's get into this. This is a sweet little B6 notebook. So I should have looked up the size, but if you put it next to a more standard B5 notebook, then it's just a little smaller than like a normal, B5. So it's a mini guy, so that's really fun. And this is Honeycomb, that's what it's called, from Archer and Olive. And I got this from a subscription box, the subscription box for June. So that is where this one came from. And I chose to go ahead and decorate the front page a little bit with stickers, and I also have my cheat sheet for the dot grid, so there's that. And then I gave this one a title, A Way Through the Seasons, and it says from leaf fall to full bloom with love for myself, because I'm really working on self-love these days, so it's pretty sweet. And then here is, I usually put space for intentions in the beginning. I'm not quite to this one yet. You'll see in a moment it starts in October, so I'm just getting this one ready. But I did do a little fun about me section. Then I have a place for the index. So that is so much fun. And so I'll be able to write in my intentions before I start this one. And then this is my annual spread for the next year, and there's a little tip in here for this year, because I'm going to be using this one for 3 months of this year. As you can see, for fall, I'll have this one. My word of the year is intentional. And so, yeah, little cat image. On the back of this tip-in is a wish list, because I usually write down all the stationery that I want to buy instead of buying it. So anyway, this is also a fun little yearly plan. This is from Notebook Therapy, one of their little paper things, so I glued that in here as well with another tip-in. So yes, and I love this sunflower tape. It's super fun. I got that from Archer and Olive as well. Big Archer and Olive fan. So here is the first monthly overview spread, and as you can see, I have a mini calendar, some self-care bingo grids, and then a place for goals and highlights, as well as a daily gratitude section for the month, and then some fun little stickers along the edge. So that is awesome. And also, I'll show you in another notebook, my long-term collections, you'll see there's a subtle difference, well, maybe not so subtle, but there's a difference between how I chose to set up October because I'm in this long-term collections journal, also a B5, as you can see. And so this one, I actually have October set up already. And so that's why I did the abbreviated, this is my October monthly spread. So there's a full calendar already in this journal. So in the couple months, you'll see, in a little bit on the video, you'll see when I set up January, it's like this. So anyway, so I usually do goals and a self-care bingo spread. So I just went ahead and repeated the goals and the self-care bingo, but just a fewer boxes here. And then this is where I write my gratitudes. So I give myself 2 pages of gratitudes. And then I also do a tracker. So the tracker is pretty important to me. It helps me know how I'm doing and my mental health journey. It's important for me. So that is awesome. And then it goes on to the next month. So anyway, so you'll see that October is like a mini version of what I'll do later. So we have weekly spreads next throughout the month. So I've set these up with a little bit of space for notes and to-dos, and then a daily kind of highlight area where I can write. Here's the weekend, and there's always fun stickers, so that's always really my favorite part of making these, is how I get to set them up with the stickers and everything. So yes, we have the weekly setups that are already ready for October, even though I'm recording this in August, but I like to stay ahead of things. It helps me feel better. So these are, the October kind of has that sunflower theme because in Florida it's still pretty warm in October. It's definitely not as fall-y as other places, which is fine. And then we have the November setup as well, kind of that abbreviated setup again as we saw before. So that is awesome. And then same deal, we have some weekly setups in November, and then I'll show you through the end of the year. I really like the way this one turned out, especially the lotus stamp. And this one is pretty cool as well. We have some just nice, these are sweet from Hobby Lobby. Not everything's from Archer and Olive. So anyway, we have the November weeklies here, and then we have December, the last of these abbreviated kind of sections. Good mood, life, daily record. So again, the highlights, the goals, and the gratitudes, along with self-care bingo. And then I put this really sweet image of a coffee cup, and it was so soft and beautiful, so I put that in there. And then again, we have, I really like the way the December weeklies turned out. I can't wait to use them. It makes me feel so excited to stay organized and plan out my weeks and everything. This is getting more Christmassy, because although I am a witch, I also celebrate Christmas. Figured that out. So anyway, the Christmassy is like getting more, and then bam, we have Christmas Day, which I made these packages with washi tape, and just a really fun festive spread for the holiday. And then we have New Year's as well, with a little firework image, and that, or New Year's Eve, I should say. So that's fun. And then it goes into the first day of the year here, but I made another area to kind of, we had that one at the beginning with the tip-ins and the mini cows, but I had my 26 spread. And then this is the January section, as you can see, but this is more built out like the other long-term collections journal. So I have a little space for notes here, and then the sunflower comes back. This is some winter tape that I had that I really like. And then we have a full setup for the self-care bingo. This is where the goals are gonna go. I put dream passionately there. And then we have place for gratitudes, 2 pages for January gratitudes. And then we have our tracker here that I've created. But this is the area where I write like how the day went and what I noticed, especially with my mood. And then, you know, I have little symbols and icons that go in this part. So that is that. And then this is the glorious next place where I'm going to be creating. And I'm going to be setting up those weekly spreads like we saw before that have, you know, just the week. So I'm going to be doing January's weeklies here shortly, but I just wanted to show you behind the scenes of my creative planner and how I stay organized. And it's such a joy to put these things together. You'll find me sometimes on weekends, and in the evening I'll be just working away on my little journal, using all my supplies, and it really, I get such a kick out of that. So all the stamps and little stickers and things like that, and how it all comes together, all the colors and the themes. So anyway, thanks for tuning in today. And again, if you need some really amazing supplies, definitely check out Archer and Olive. This is not sponsored, and I don't have a discount code for you, but but you can check out their website. I'll link it below. Pretty cool stuff. So anyway, stay tuned for more of this kind of thing, and let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this, and I will talk to you real soon. Okay, have a wonderful day.